And Jordan Reaves joins us. I believe he's pending free agent. There he is. Jordan joining us from where? Where are you at this morning, Jordan?
North Carolina.
Beautiful. How are things down in North Carolina this afternoon? Looks beautiful behind you.
Yeah, it's a little chilly right now. It's about 6 degrees out, 7 degrees. So, winter's kicking in full force right now.
Should I be congratulating you on getting engaged, Jordan? I think that's the biggest news with you over the last little while. Tell us a little bit about that and the next Mrs. Reaves.
Yeah, definitely. We got engaged on November 1st. We came back to watch the playoffs. Obviously, that didn't end as well. But, yeah, we got engaged. Amber Balkan, future Amber Reaves, NASCAR driver down here in North Carolina. Great girl. Couldn't be more excited.
Wow. Well, I'll say it again. Congratulations. She looked, listen, we have 36% female viewers. They care more about this than the male viewers. But tell the story, because you did do something pretty romantic from what I saw.
Yeah, so one of my best friends, Brett Anderson, he's a professional videographer. And he had come down to North Carolina to visit a couple months back. And I had this big elaborate idea that I wanted him to make this kind of love story with me and Amber, and then have our whole proposal on film. And what I got him to do is kind of call us and fake like he had this wedding convention and he had a booth set up and he needed a love story to show to some potential clients. And he wanted to use me and Amber as the models. So that kind of took away from the actual proposal. So this whole time, my buddy is rushing us to get to these shoots and forcing us to do these things. And sometimes that Amber didn't want to do it. We just got to do it for him. He's my good friend. Let's just get it done. So she was a trooper. She was upset with some of the timing, but it all worked out. And then I had actually called Brian Bowman, mayor of Winnipeg, a great friend. We've met him a couple times, and I asked for a little help, and he got in contact with people at the Human Rights Museum in Winnipeg. We got the lookout tower blocked off for us, and I got my friend to call us one more time and be like, I just finished editing this video. I need one more, just a final little proposal, final little night kind of shoot. I just need one more day with you guys. Could you come? And that's when I had the proposal planned. It worked out perfectly. We're out in the lookout tower. When she turned around, I was on the knee. I forgot everything I had rehearsed all week. But it came back to me, and it was one of the best days of my life, and I'm sure it'll be one of the best days moving forward. But yeah, I'm just happy that we got that on film and we can enjoy that for the rest of our lives.
Go ahead, Smitty. What? He's leaking over here. He's got a tear running down his cheek. Very romantic.
I just wanted to mention, my wife and I used to have season tickets in Winnipeg when your father played, and it was such a treat to watch him. It was unbelievable how great of a running back he was. When he scored a touchdown, he used to go give a ball away in the end zone, and just a great guy for the CFL. Just wanted to ask you about rehab. How's everything going with regards to your rehab?
Oh, it's going amazing. We've been running about 6 months in, I believe. I'm back to lifting heavy. The only thing I'm really not doing right now is full speed cutting. Everything else feels great. I got my mobility back, strength back. It's feeling great. Just those little minor aches and pains. But other than that, knees feeling great. Yeah, I am a free agent, like you said at the beginning of the year, but body's ready to get back on that field. I missed it for too long now.
You'll be ready to go at training camp?
Oh, yeah, I'll be 100% at training camp.
Yeah, cool.
Now you look into that, the teams next year, the 5 teams, and I think the Western Conference is going to be very exciting, exceptionally exciting this year. With Winnipeg returning, thinking they've got a dynasty there. Riders got the Grey Cup here 2020. Want to win that Grey Cup, make it their 5th Grey Cup. And Winnipeg, and of course Calgary, want to recover from what happened to them. Very embarrassed. Edmonton with a new coach who's a winner. And BC, well, they got a new coach. So how do you see it as a player going into this year?
I think I heard you say it earlier. The Western Conference is going to be different this year. Like you said, Winnipeg wants to come back and repeat, but we got the cup at home. Sorry, technically speaking, Sask got the cup at home next year, so they're going to want to show out. Calgary, they had an upset in the playoffs, so they're definitely going to want to come out and prove something. And BC's got to prove something from last season. So It's going to be a good mix-up. You know, we got new coaches in different places. We got players moving around, so it's going to be interesting. It's going to be an interesting Western Conference next year, and I'm excited to hopefully be a part of the Western Conference again.
Do you have any feeling on where you might be? Have you talked to any teams yet, Jordan? I mean, free agency doesn't open for almost 2 months, but I guess now you're allowed to talk to teams. They say tampering's legal. So any idea where you're going to be?
No idea. I definitely know where I want to play, and I have in my mind what I want to get for a contract. You know, I think I've proven myself on the field what I can do on special teams, and once I get on rotation on the D-line, I know I can show that I could be a great rotational player there. So it's just a matter of what's going to be a good fit for me. You know, I'm trying to step out of that kind of rookie and like my first couple of years playing professional football. I feel like I'm moving towards the vets now. I'm moving into my 4th year. So I feel like I have a lot to offer teams, and it's just going to be the best fit for me, whoever offers the best fit.
Yep, and you can be a weapon on special teams. I've seen it with my own eyes. And as Richardson, Danny nods his head over here. He agrees. Obviously, he's lined up against you of the Stampeders. Look, before I let you go, there's a lot of things that I like about you, and you know that. But one of those is you're a must-follow on Twitter. And when that coaching stuff came out with the abuse in coaching, you took to defense of coaches and kind of went after soft people in today's society. And some people went after you, and you didn't back down, which I loved even more. So what's it like getting in those Twitter wars? And can you give me your thoughts on the Me Too movement in sports?
Yeah, no, Twitter's a funny place, man. It's a real funny place. You know, you could say your opinion on a matter, and in a matter of minutes, you have thousands of other people just putting their 2 cents in and adding a narrative to it. And in this tweet that you're talking about, I know which one you're talking about. I wasn't saying society's soft in the sense of these people are coming forward and saying what happened with these coaches, and I'm not condoning what the coaches did, you know, using a racial slur. That's never appropriate. You know, hitting a player, never appropriate. What I was saying is how society's changed with social media nowadays, where back then when I put my example out, you know, that happened with me and my coach. I dealt with it. I told my dad dealt with him, and that's what happened. We moved on. I didn't have social media where that happened. I could hop on my phone right now, film the coach, and say, "Oh, look what you just did. I'm gonna get you fired. I'm gonna put you on the internet for everybody to see," and have a million other people put their 2 cents in. So what I was saying is, if this thing happened 10 years ago, if this thing happened 6 years ago, deal with it then. Don't wait 10 years to put it on social media and then have a bunch of other people come and put their 2 cents in. And now all of a sudden this man looks like the demon when really he maybe did one bad thing. So I'm just saying society it's changing to a world of more social media, and everybody, I'm going to say irrelevant people, because they're irrelevant to the situation and they get a say on this man's future. So again, I don't condone what the coaches did. I just don't like how social media is bringing light to everything.
Yeah, and can vilify guys. And lastly, I saw a comment about your brother Ryan last night. Somebody said that he's the only tough guy left in the Western Conference of the National Hockey League, and he can do whatever he wants out there on the ice. Good and bad. How do you feel about that comment and what your brother's doing with the Golden Knights?
I'm the biggest Ryan Reaves fan out here. You know that, Rod. So I love what he's doing, man. He's the most feared NHL player. And, you know, listening to Don Cherry say that's big. I remember him saying that, I think it was 2 years ago, that Ryan Reaves was the toughest player in the NHL. And coming from a man like Don Cherry, that's huge. And you know what? Like, when my brother's on the ice, everybody's game changes. They know they can't run around and do whatever they want. They know that if they do something, there's repercussions. Now, when he's off the ice, they feel free to do whatever they want. So that's a huge impact player. I know he's not scoring 20 goals or 20 assists a season, but right now he's leading in hits. That means when that puck's going into the corner, those defensemen know he's on the ice, and they're going to second guess if we're going in that corner hard, if we're going to go in soft, take a second look. So he's a game changer in my mind. Maybe not on the points, but you know, he changes the mind of a lot of players on the ice, and I think it's true, man. I think he's the last tough fighter, tough enforcer out there in the West Conference. And he leads his Golden Knights in that. They're not scared when they go on the ice because they know they got him to back them up.
What's amazing is I was in the Western Hockey League when Ryan was in the Western Hockey League. He's tougher now than he was then. Did you watch him with the week?
Yeah.
Not that he wasn't tough in Brandon, but he didn't play in Brandon like he's playing in Vegas.
Right. So, yeah, I used to go watch him in Brandon all the time. We'd make the road trip out to go see him. And it's funny because when he was in the WHL, he wasn't so much as an enforcer. You know, he still had nice hands back then. He was probably mid on the team in goals and assists. It's when he realized that he was that much stronger than everybody on skates that he saw his ticket into the league. He knew his hands were good enough to get there. He knew his play was good enough to get there. But he knew he was that much tougher than anybody and that the league would notice that. So that he saw his ticket in, he used it. And I think he did the best thing possible to get into the league. He established his name. He went after the tough guys, the big guys in his first couple of years, made his name known. And now he's weaning off the fighting. He hasn't been fighting as much, but everybody knows who he is.
Smart guy, just like you. Jordan, thanks for the time. Appreciate it. Merry Christmas. Sounds like it's going to be a great one. And all the best in 2020. We're following closely.
Appreciate it, Rod. Merry Christmas.
You're watching Rod Pedersen On Demand. For more of The Rod Pedersen Show, visit rodpedersen.com or follow Rod Pedersen on social media.